Yo, 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 my Star Citizens and Noob Gamers. Welcome back to another episode of Star Citizen with me, Menix. And in today's episode, I'm going to be doing some mining. I'm going to take a bog standard mining Prospector and see if you can take that out and earn some money without any upgrades to it. So we hope you like this video, guys. Run the intro. Bit of housework to get through, guys, here. So the code dropping down is a code we picked at random from our comment section. If you've subscribed to the channel, leave your code as a comment in the comment section and we'll pick one at random. Sorry to everybody that we can't pick. We just pick them at random and we'll try and get through as many as we can. So yeah, leave your code in the comment section and we'll pick one at random. I also want to give a big shout out to Joa Korkaya. That's a hard one for me to say. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I don't want to butcher it too much. But I'm going to put the names up on the screen. You should see them now. And I want to just thank the new supporter as well as all the continued supporters. And I'm going to start putting the names of the supporters on the beginning of each intro. And so you'll see your name up there. And those people really, really appreciate each and every one of you guys. So let's get into this one, guys. So here I am, guys. I'm over at Arkelt's home. Now this is going to be one of the best places for selling your stuff when your ores when you get it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head in there now and see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just go out with the bog standard laser, bog standard stuff. Nothing on my prospector at all. I'm just going to go out and I'm just going to go mine from here. So let's do this. Okay, so let's just start moving forward into nowhere. A rock here already, so let's have a look.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode on.
Like a big rock. So it says it's impossible, and it's Taranite in this. Let's have a look. Is it impossible? So that's not going up. So let's move on to the next one. Now if I'd have updated my mine head, I probably would have got that one.
Contact received. Contact received.
You're gonna pay for that.
Got weapons.
Maximizing your weapons.
You think you're good? This is nothing.
Contact received.
I'm gonna make you bleed for that.
Contact received.
That was nothing.
There's nothing. Took his shield, hitting him on the back.
Target destroyed. Contact received. Contact received. Contact received.
There we are. Help some people out there. Let's finish this dude off. Right, let's get back about business, guys. That's salvage. That's not salvage, or is it? Yeah, I think a lot of this could be.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode on.
It's Laranite. Not one of the good ones to get Laranite. It's about 2,000 for Laranite. And this one is... Again, impossible. Tungsten. going to get tungsten. We could pick up the laranite, and that'll make us about 2,000 on the laranite per SCU.
Mining mode off.
So what's the on that one?
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode on.
Tungsten. Ephestenite. So 42% ephestenite. We definitely got to take that. Ephestenite.
Extraction mode on.
We'll take that.
Mining mode off.
$1,700. This could be one here. Good one.
Extraction mode on. Mining mode on.
Best night in this as well. 50% from a 27 rock. And it says it's easy. Just do it.
Fracturing mode on.
Oh,
Warning. Power critical.
wow. That was quick, wasn't it?
Critical. Warning. Power critical. Warning. Power critical. Fracturing mode on. Shield under attack.
That was, I don't know what happened there.
Extraction mode.
It literally just exploded the rock. And there was some good Nephestenite in that as well. What about this one here? these here. That's that tungsten one. So this one is 1750, so this one could be a good one here as well.
Mining mode off.
Got a bit of damage there when I blew that rock up.
Extraction mode on. Mining mode on. Fracturing mode on.
Doesn't help having my laser. But
Fracturing mode on.
Laranite, tungsten, don't want it. Next one. For this one here at 9. What's its reading? It's reading at
Mining mode off.
1850.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode on.
Magnesium. Again, it's going to be about a 20, about 2,000, I think. 100% Agresium. Take that.
Extraction mode on.
It's only worth about 2,000 per unit. Take that. Corundum again is worth about 2,000. I'm going to bring up the chart in a minute so you guys can see it. Corundum and Agresium. That might just leave in materials there. 35% Agresium, yeah. So it's all Agresium and Corundum. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up the chart so you guys can see it. So let me bring this up so you guys can see it. So here we are. The best three to get, or the best four to get, is obviously Quantanium, which is 23 grand. Bexalite, sorry, 7, nearly 8 grand. Gold, 7 grand. Terranite, 7 grand. And then we've got Agresium, is 2.5 grand. Festinite, 2.5 grand. Laranite here. So Corundum is only worth 385, so it's not worth getting that. So what I do is go for these and then possibly these. So Laranite, Festinite, Boros Beryl, and Agresium. That's what I would go for. So that's got 2% Agresium or Corundum on that one. So I'm going to only go for the Agresium. I'm not going to go for that. 35% Agresium, so something you're not even going to get one there, so I'll leave them. And then I'll move on to the next one. So if I bring that back up.
Off.
So I'm going to leave those other three because there's only like a little bit of Agresium in them, so not even one SCU. So let's move on to the next rock. In nearby, I've got this one here at 6,000 and its readout is 1850.
Extraction mode on. Mining mode on. Fracturing mode on.
There we are, let's get close to it. And it's 29% gold. So this one would be a real good one if we could get it. But it's, look at that line. That line is not good. That line is tiny. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in and out. I'm not going to use my laser. I'm just going to get close and back away. Like this. Stable it that way. Try and find a spot where I can keep it stable. I think I blew the rock up. That was an harder one to do. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's have a look.
Extraction mode on.
That one is 50% gold, so it's at least 1 gold in there. That's worth 7 grand. Nearly 8 grand. Again, 1 in there. Again, another 1 is 1 in there or something. So there's only 6% in there, so I'm going to take that one. I'm going to take this one. This one. It's only 6% gold in there. Take it. Which leaves, I think, 1 more. Must have been what broke off in the end. Invisible rock. Got an invisible rock now. Invisible. Okay. So on to the next one.
Mining mode off.
Let's go down this one. Oh. So I'm not too bothered about him doing this because
I have been authorized to scan your vehicle for security purposes. Please halt your vehicle and stand by.
means he'll hang around me now, so if I get attacked. There's 3 of them around me. So 1750 signature over here. The reason I'm going is because I've just given it enough time and they're not telling me to slow down, so it's obviously bugged out that now. So again, Laranite is worth a couple of grand here. So we could take this one as well. Take the Laranite. We're going to get about 3 Laranite.
On. Extraction mode on.
So we get a couple of Laranite from that. And I'm sure I saw a couple of more signatures down here somewhere. Where did I see them? There. So they're coming to this. This is what somebody could have already done already. Or they're salvage.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode off. Fracturing mode on. Mining mode on.
So I've only got space for one more now, so... Taranite, that'd be a good one, but it says impossible. So with that, I'd probably be able to get that with the Helix laser head. Again, Taranite there. But we get that with the Helix head. And again, Taranite on that one. Again, Taranite on that one. Now, let's try and see if we can get anything from it. If it doesn't go up, then... No budging. That is fine. So I think if we had the Helix head, we'd be able to get these. They're just too big. So let's move on to the next one. I've only got one space for one SCU, but we could find some at $7,000 or something, so let's just try something. Okay, signature, 18.5.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode on.
So this is a straight out, you can get it. Oh no, it's not. What is it? So gold, 34% gold. So we could take a gold here, still $7,000 if we get it. But we've only got enough room for one.
Fracturing mode on. Extraction mode on. Warning. Storage full.
So we've got 6 gold, 6 Agricium, 10 Corundum. So Corundum we'll probably get about $3,000 for. Agricium we'll probably get about $12,000 for. Gold we'll get 7 times 6. So, ooh, 30 grand from. And Laranite we'll probably get about 2 grand from as well. That's it. And the Hephaestionite we maybe get 1 from, or 1 or 2 from as well. So, let's get our backsides to the station.
Mining mode
So I think, all in all, we've probably got about 40 grand's worth here. So what I'm going to do is go and mine this, make sure I'm, what's it called, and then I'll come back out and see what the second one looks like. So there's no upgrade on this ship whatsoever. I do have a helix head, but the helix head will cost you about 100,000. It's definitely worth it. I've used the helix head, it's definitely worth it. And you can put 2 modules on that so you can then filter and stuff like that. So that's what they're good for. You're getting better power to do more with your power and your stabilities and stuff. And then you can put in modules as well. But this is just a bog standard, bought from the shop. And I just wanted to see what it was like.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
landing gear down. Hydrogen fuel at 100%. Quantum fuel at 100%.
And engine's off.
Powering down systems.
So you can't put your ship away when you're on the pad. That's what you can't do. So let's head down to the refinery. And what I would do is I would set my spawn point here so that you're always here if you're mining. in case you do crash and blow up or something like that. So let's see what we've won. Now we could sell all our ores here for 32 grand, or we can refine it. And so we're getting a plus 2% here on Bextail, Contanium 3%, gold. So the gold is 7% more on that. So that's going to be good. And then titanium and bose. And then tungsten, Hephaestonite, we're going to get minus 8% on Hephaestonite. So let's do this, set up a work order. And we want the corundum. That's going to give us about 300 per unit, and there's 10, so that's about 3 grand. The gold is 6 units, and we're going to get about 7 grand for that. So we can do that one. And laranite, we're going to do that one, so about 2 grand. Tungsten, we're going to leave. Inherent materials, we're not bothered about. Hephaestonite, we'll do that one, and agresium, we'll do that one. And we're going to look at the different methods. The main method I use will be the ferron, I think it is, and then we'll get the quote. It's going to take 8 hours, and we will get, and it will cost us 8,000, but we should get back, once we sell it, that is, 7 times 6, so 42 for the gold, and 6 for the laranite, then Hephaestonite 1, two for the Hephaestonite, should I say. So yeah, for the Hephaestonite 2. For the agresium, I think agresium was 2,000. So yeah, 2,500. So for the agresium, we're going to get about 12 grand for that. And then, yeah, so we're going to be looking at about 60 grand. So minus the 8 here, we're going to get 62 grand. So we're going to get about around 55 grand. So we could sell it for 32 and save the 8 hours and take that. So we'd get 40 altogether. We'd have 40 altogether if we went and sold it at the ore station. Or we can get another 12 grand by refining it and waiting the 8 hours. So it's up to you really what you want to do with that. Whether you want to take the 32 grand here and be done with, because it's still decent, 32 grand there. 18, we'll get 18 grand for that, but we'll get about 60 if we did the what's it called. So it's up to you that whether you want to do the 32 that way or whether you want to do it this way. Spend 8 grand doing it this way. You don't have to spend 8 grand. You can do a lot less if you want. You can do the. So let's just do these again, laranite, and what we're looking at is the yield here. Make sure we don't lose too much on the yield. Hephaestonite and agresium, and if we did the Dinix one and got a quote, it would cost a lot less, but it can take 26 hours, and you're still going to get good yields from it. You see, so for an extra 4 grand, we'll do the ferron, and we're still going to get good yields from that. And it's going to take 8 hours, so we'll do that, confirm that. That's that order done. So that's that order. Let's move on to the next one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just grab the ship again. I'm just going to do the same, go out. So we're looking at about 60 grand we've probably earned there, just picking up anything. Oh, before I do, let me quickly go back and show you the heads and the units you can get, just in case you are new to this. So you can buy these tools here, wherever they are, and attach these to the rocks, which will help you to break up the rocks or have certain abilities with them. Then you got your mining heads here, and you can buy all these here. So we choose category and we go to utility, and then we go to mining modules, Mining heads, laser heads. The best one to get is the Helix one here, but it's 100 grand. And it gives you some really good, so you've got an optimal range, and then you've got your maximum range and your minimum range. And then you've got 2 slots for modules, so you can put modules in it. It's going to take the resistance of rocks down by 30. Inert materials minus 30%. Optimal charge window is going to be down by 40%, but then you can get modules to counteract that. And you're going to get more power than the normal laser you've got, which I think is the Lancet. I think it's this one we've got. And you got 1 module head there, so you get laser instability there. Optimal charge window rate is 40% faster, and inert materials is minus 30%. Optimal charge window size minus 60%. So your green bar where you've got to get it is minus 60% with this laser. But I'm not going to change it at the moment because I want to just the idea of the video is can we just go out with a basic prospector without anything on it and just mine. And then you've got these mining modules here which you can add. Like I say, they'll add certain things to them, like the extraction power and resistance will go up by 6%, or 15%. But then you've got these stampedes which will fire into them. Then you've got these filter modules which will inert materials by minus 24%. Then you've got these focus modules which will help with the charge window size, so that will counteract if your charge window is down. And so you can get the focus 2. You can actually get a focus 3, I think, which is even more. So it's bringing that window up more. So yeah, so you've got all these different modules that you can add, and then you've got these what they call passive. So basically, you don't have to do anything; you just attach them, and they're just there all the time. And then you've got these ones like these ones here, which are active, and you'll get so many uses of them. So 15 seconds and 3 uses. And that'll do a certain thing, and you've got to press a button on your keyboard 1, 2 and 3 if you've got 3 module slots. So that's that. I just thought I'd show you that, guys. But like I said, for me this video is about can I just go out with a basic prospector and still earn some good money. And that, with what we've just done there, we had a couple that we couldn't pick up, and probably would have been better if we had the Helix head and we could have earned a bit more money, because the Terranite would have been worth I think 7 grand for Terranite, and there was 3 rocks there with Terranite in it, and that may have filled up the shit with Terranite. And so if you think around 30 SCU of Terranite at 7 grand, you're talking like 140 to 220 grand or something on your Terranite if you'd have filled up your shit with that.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Oh, sorry, down a
Please
minute.
visit us.
So it does make sense to add 3. It does make sense to actually do your mining head, but you've got to pay 100 grand for that to begin with, and then attach it and attach your mining modules, which is going to cost you another few grand as well. But again, for me, this is all about what if you rented a prospector, because if you rent a prospector, this is what you're going to get, this bog standard prospector. So you could rent a prospector for a couple of grand and go and earn some money. If you haven't got a lot of money, you could rent the prospector. I'm not too sure how much it is to rent. I'll just quickly have a look at that in a second. So you can rent a prospector for 51,000. So with what we've just earned there, you pretty much already would have paid for the rental, and then you can go out and do some more. So that place where I literally just was, the refinery, you can pick up your prospector, you can rent a prospector there. So you could come to Arkel 2 here and just pick up a prospector. So what we're going to do is just leave the pad, and we're just going to go into press V and go into scan mode and make sure we're at 360. You'll see when I hit this thing here, you'll see at the side here it goes to 360. Do that with rolling your mouse wheel up and down, and then you've got 2%, which is more focus. So we'll do 360 and then we'll just head out and see what we've got laying around.
Oh, I can't believe someone actually showed up. I need a hand taking out these scumbags. You in?
Where are you? Let's see where you are. So let's go here, see what we've got with this one. Press V, and we've got a signature 1700, so this should be a rock. It is there.
Extraction mode on.
Oh,
Mining mode on.
I'm a sucker for doing that. Hitting the rocks with my head. Oh, right underneath it. And it's purple, so should be able to just crack it straight out. Or can I? So, Terranite, again, what I was saying, Terranite is a good rock to get. It's 7 grand, Terranite. And it's 42% of it. So we're going to get about half or just under half. So we'll probably get 2. So you're talking about 4 grand for whatever we get Terranite in here. We're going to get aluminium and stuff like that. But the 14 grand we'll get from the Terranite. And all we have to do is, because it's purple, we just have to take it onto extraction mode and take that from extraction mode. Because it's already purple. So easy 14 grand there for the Terranite. So let's move on to the next one.
Mining mode off.
And this is what I refer to as point and click mining. Make sure you've got that 360 up as you won't see the boxes. So there's another one here. And this is what I refer to point and click mining. Basically I just point in a direction and just keep scanning and clicking until I find something. Like this. Mining mode on, S&M.
Mode on. Mining mode on.
Almost hit that one again. So this one's not a purple, but 31 gold. 31% gold, and so we're probably again looking at about 4 gold, which is 4 times 7, so 4 times 7,000, so you're talking 28 grand once we crack this one. So let's do this. Oh, look at the size of that thing there. So this green thing here is what we're talking about your optimal window, making it bigger. So you've got to try and get mining heads and modules to make that bigger. So if you hold left alt and you roll your mouse button, that's where you'll do your laser intensity. And what I do is I try and find a spot where the laser intensity will just sit in one spot, and then I'll raise it up from there then. So I'll find where it sits, like around here. So I know I need to be about 20% once I get it in that green. it down if you need to. Back up to 20. There we are. Easy. Lemon squeezy.
Extraction mode on.
Right, so now we've got to scan these. Or well, you just press your right mouse button and it puts you into your extraction mode, and then you can scan what's in them. And we'll try and get the best we can for them. So the 5% gold on that, so there's not going to be a lot of gold in that. Not even like 1 SCU. So we'll look for anything that might have a big chunk of gold in it, like 100% or something like that. So that's only 2%, so we don't need to worry about that. And that's 40%, so just under 1 SCU of gold in that. %, so again, so a bit of gold in that, maybe 1 gold in that. %, in that. And lastly, %, in that. So we're probably getting about 1 gold from each one of these.
Fracturing mode on. Extraction mode on.
That one I'm not going to touch. That one I'm not going to touch. So we've got three gold there now, and one nearly 2 Taranite. Now that one's got 2% gold in it, so I'm not going to bother with that one. And that one's got 5% gold in it, so I'm not going to bother with that one. Actually, should I? It's only 2 SCU, so let's just take it. Normally I would just leave them, but I don't know what I'm going to find. So we've got 3.16 gold. That 16 could end up being what costs us to manufacture it or refine it. So up to yet we've probably got 3 plus 14, 21, probably about 30 grand again at the moment. So I've just seen two signatures around here then. Where did they go?
Mining mode off.
So what's the signature of this? Can't see a signature on it. 1700, so that's going to have something in it. So I don't look too much into science. As long as I know what something's going to cost, then that's the only thing I really look at. What's the profit going to be? And if it's in that top lot where you're going to get 7 grand or 3 grand, 2 grand, then I go for them. I don't do too much on the science of it from there.
Extraction mode on. Mining mode on.
Let's have a look what we got. And that is Taranite again, 28% Taranite. So on that rock, and it's an easy rock as well, Taranite 28%, if we can break that up. So you can get some modules that will help to separate stuff better, so you could end up getting 100% breaks of Taranite. So let's break this up.
Mode on.
Again, find your spot. So it's going to be less than the 31. So I'd say about 18 to 20 is my spot. A bit too close, to be honest with you. I need to get that more into that optimal. And then go from there, because I don't want to end up getting hurt when it blows again like last time. I get too close. Bring that down a bit. Oh, maybe too far. This is going to be a good rock, this one. There we are. Let that break up. There we are. Let's start scanning this and see what we got. Hopefully we get some big chunks of terranite here, because that would be so much better if we do. So 39% terranite there, so about 2 terranite in that. 2 SCU. Again, so you're talking about 14 grand on that rock. We scan them all first just to see what we've got. So 6% and 7% in there, that'll be one of the last ones we pick up. What we got in here? 46% terranite, so about 2 terranite in there. 2 or 3 terranite in there. .24% in there. .100% inert materials in that. Nice. And then 31% terranite in that. Let's start hoovering this up. We'll take this one. That one is 39%, so we'll take that one. That's a big one. 7% in that one. 24% in that one.
Warning, storage full.
So you can actually get bigger storage bags. You can't buy them. What you have to do is pick up a mission, a mole mission. I wonder if there's one around. But basically you would go into here, and in your jobs here, salvage, you would look to see if you've got any that are a mole. And you would then go over and grab the bags from them and put them on your prospector. So they're some you can look at, like that type of stuff. But I don't worry too much about that. Again, like I say, it's all about just this basic. Can I take a basic mole and just prospector? And so we're done. We're full. We'll work out what we've got in a minute. I think we've got a good chunk here, maybe close to 80 to 100,000, maybe on this run here. We'll find out in a minute when I do the tallying up. And I wasn't that far away from the station. So you can always run back quick if you need to. There's no travelling, there's no having to worry about finding certain things.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Again, I'm just going to land at one of these pads here, just below us.
Landing gear up.
I did all that with my landing gear down. So I went out, didn't even put my landing gear up. Made close to 100 grand maybe. We'll tally it up in a minute. There we are. Let's do this. Let's just make sure we click on any repairs that might be needed. So none. Turn engines off.
Powering down systems.
Engines off.
And this is going to be my last run, so I'm not too bothered about leaving it here, the Prospector, but this is going to be my last run. I just wanted to grasp and gauge what was it like, because when I first started mining, it was impossible to do mining in a mall, in a bog standard mall. You couldn't rent a mall and just go mining in it because you had to change the lasers and stuff like that. And you couldn't then change the lasers on a rented mall or Prospector. You couldn't change the lasers and add stuff to it. So if you rent one, there's no point. You couldn't really do anything with it. So this is why I'm asking this question now. Can I just take a regular rented Prospector and go mine with it? And the answer is pretty much yes. I think I earned I earned around 60,000, I think, from that first load. Once we sell it, because you have to take the cargo.
Head down to the subdeck. We got a chem spill.
You have to take this cargo and sell it, obviously. So you're going to have to make sure you've got a ship here to cargo that out. So you're going to need something with around 60 SCU to cargo that out. So let's have a look. We've got a Prospector here. So they're offering 38 grand for our wares, for our ores here. 38 grand. So let's have a look what we can get here. What we do here. So I'm going to pick the Prospector, and we're going to pick, so that's where you would pick your storage ship. Prospector, and we're going to set up a work order, and we're going to do the corundum. We might as well, it's 300 each. The ore, we've already got some corundum here. The gold ore, so we're going to get 14 times 3 for that. We'll see here how much we're going to get once we get the quart. We're going to do the Taranite, and we're not going to do them two. And we're going to do a Farron exchange. Get the quart. So it's going to be 9,000 this time. It's going to take 7 hours. And the yield here, the corundum, so we're going to get about 1.5 grand for that. And 300 times 5. 300, yeah, about 1.5 grand for that. We're going to get nearly 3 SCU for gold, so 3 times 7, so it's 1421 for that. And then Taranite, we're going to get 7 times 7, so 1428, 30, 28, 30, 40, 43, 42, 43, 44 maybe from that. So we're talking about 40, 60, about 70 grand again. I think around 70 grand, 60 to 70 grand for that. If I'm just doing quick math here, by the way. So you're talking about 70 grand for that. Now, it's going to cost us 9 grand, so we're going to make about 60 grand from that. And so altogether, I've probably earned just close to 100 grand once I sell this stuff. And that was just with a basic Prospector. You can rent the basic Prospector down here, I'll show you. And definitely can be done. It wasn't hard. The laser wasn't too unstable. It wasn't bouncing too much. So you got the rentals here, and there's your Prospector there. So you can rent that, and it for 1 day, 51,000. Sorry, for 1 day. You can rent it for 3 days for 130,000. So yeah, that's that. Mining in a Prospector. What I'm going to do is I will get I'll get the cargo and sell that at the end and pin it to the end, and then we'll go from there. So first thing we've got to do, guys, is go and get our
To the ASOP
cargo ship,
retrieval
whatever we're going to
system.
use. And I think there's less than 16 there. I could take the Spirit. That'd be quite fast to take down. Let's see what else we've got here. We've got Prospectors here. Taurus needs thingying. So I think the best one to get is going to be maybe I'll take the Taurus just in case.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
me take the C1 Spirit as well.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Because we might be able to get both, you see. And when they're doing that, you can actually now start loading them up. So here we are, back at the refinery. Got 2 jobs done. Again. Now we can select our ship. Whichever one we want. So we've got 23 and 15, so we can use the C1. So let's do that. So we've got 8 corundum. That might knock it up to 9. We've got 5 gold. That might knock it up to 6. 7, 8... 9, maybe 10 gold we could have with the 2. Corundum we're going to have maybe 16 or 17. Laranite we're going to have 3, maybe 4. Hephaestionite we're going to have 1, and Agresium we're going to have 6. And then Terranite here we're going to have 8-ish, around that. So let's collect these on the C1 Spirit. And then do the same with that one. There we go, collect that one. There we are. So that's our work orders done. Nothing else left. See there. So here's the numbers. We could have made 70,000 selling the ore because each one was around 35,000 they was offering us. So we could have made 70,000 on that, but instead we chose to refine it and spend, I think it was 18, 19 grand on that. So say we took 20 grand refining. If we'd have took the ore instead, then we would have saved that 20 grand and made another 70 grand. So we have to make over 90,000 to make this profitable, over selling just the ore. Oops.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
So the
Your
C1.
insurance claim has been sent.
And another 2 grand to
Your
expedite it.
vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Hangar 4. So let's have a look at what we've got.
Goodbye.
So we need to make more than 90,000 here on this run. We've got 2,432,000. Let me write this down. So we got 2,432,970. So let's see what we've got after we've sold and see if we've made over 90 grand. Because if we don't make over 90 grand, then it's just going to be, it would have just been better to have just sold the ore and not done the refine. So let's find out. What are we in? 4. There's all our cargo. Just love this ship. Such a good ship. Okay, let's do this. Request landing.
Contacting
Please
agents.
proceed to assigned landing bay. Landing complete.
Turn engines
Have a
off.
pleasant stay.
Powering down systems.
Engines off.
For the latest travel information, be sure to check the departure and arrival boards, conveniently located
Welcome
throughout the
to the
spaceport.
ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit.
So here we are, guys, entering the TDD. It lets us get in. And we'll see what we got here. Let's do this. So C1, and on there we've got 8 Terranite, 9 gold, 15 corundum, 1 hephaestonite, 1 laranite, and 6 agresium. So let's sell the Terranite, 62,000, 62.7. I'm going to write these down so I can calculate them after. So let's do that. So 60 grand for the Terranite. Gold, 67.8. Corundum, 5. I knew we wouldn't get a lot for that. 5.5. Hephaestonite, we should get about 2 for that. Yeah. I thought we was going to get more for the Hephaestonite for some reason. 2.2. Laranite, 11.2. And the agresium, 15.2. So let me calculate that up. So with that trip, we made 164,000, which is not bad for those 2 runs in a bog standard, what could have been rented Prospector. So if we say we rented the Prospector for 50,000, just those 2 runs alone would have paid for the rental and made 100,000. And we didn't do much searching. There was a couple of rocks we couldn't crack, but most of the time we could crack them, and it wasn't too bad. So that's a big change, because when we first started playing, when I first started playing this, you couldn't really do anything with a rented Prospector because you couldn't change the mining heads, and you needed to change the mining heads and add units to it to help with the cracking of rocks. But it seems like it's so much better now. It's much more balanced. You can rent a Prospector now and actually just go out from the space station, find some rocks, crack them, and either just sell the ore, and we would have made 60 grand on the ore, or refine like we did, spent 20 grand refining it, and we made altogether, if we take the 20 grand away, we made 140,000. So we made about 70,000 more than if we'd have just sold the ore itself. So we doubled the profit by refining it. So that's a really good video to show that you can just take a Prospector in its bog standard state and go on mining. Now you could go and get more different mining heads and put new gadgets on and stuff like that to make it better. Like so those rocks that we couldn't crack, those Taranite rocks, those 3 big Taranite rocks would have netted us a really, really big amount. It would have had the right mining head for that. So it's a matter of just playing around and seeing what you want. But if you haven't got a lot of money, say you've got 50,000, you can take that 50,000, rent a Prospector, and then just go and mine. And like I said, like you showed, earned a bit of money. So yeah, so that's that one, guys. Showing that. We hope you like that video, guys. If you did, don't forget to hit that point, tickle that like button. Don't forget to hit the bell and subscribe notification for more videos. And we are so grateful for all you members out there that have joined the membership on YouTube. I'm going to be displaying your names on every video at the beginning as a thank you to you guys, because it really does mean a lot. So yeah, so we'll see you guys out in the verse.